Nothing can hold me back. Nothing can hold me back. You know, like I said, I had to step back, regroup, get a new team, and came back strong.
4 arms.
I know. I know.
And 6 eyes to be Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
Wild, because like if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff.
Why is Terence Bud Crawford greater than Floyd Mayweather? Greater is a little bit different. Greater is impact, resume, all that shit, but better. Terence Bud Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. Caesar versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler after being gone for 5 years type shit.
Floyd Mayweather gave a sharp and direct reply to Terence Crawford after Crawford recently claimed that he is the better fighter overall. At the same time, several top elite champions, including Dmitry Bivol, Alexander Usyk, and Artur Beterbiev, have openly praised Crawford and called him the #1 pound-for-pound fighter.
Amazing, not just good. He's amazing, and
he said the same thing about you.
Thank you, Terence. But I think he should be in the book for
really? Is that good?
How to learn boxing, you know?
Really?
For me, pound for pound, #1 is Terence Crawford. I like this man. It's a great fighter.
I think it's Crawford.
Moreover, Crawford also said that he never even imagined fighting Mayweather and described himself as a big fan of the legend rather than seeing himself as a rival.
God, I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll be this. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person.
However, Max Kellerman argued that Mayweather has a much deeper and more impressive resume, but Crawford has demonstrated a greater willingness to fight anyone no matter the challenge.
Because like if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time. That makes a difference to people.
Furthermore, Bob Arum stated that in a prime-for-prime matchup, he would pick Crawford to win because of his exceptional adaptability and outstanding ability to switch stances effectively.
Mayweather, prime for prime.
Crawford.
Really? Why? Just
because Crawford is a unique kind of fighter that other fighters haven't seen. And the ability that he has to switch, fighters aren't used to that. They don't train for that. I just think Crawford is a very, very unique talent.
Jim Lampley explained that a fight between Crawford and Mayweather would be very different in style, with Floyd's victories usually looking like careful paint jobs rather than all-out battles.
That's a completely different fight, all right? Because Spence has been given to believe that he's every bit as good an offensive fighter as Terence Crawford or anybody else that he's going to be in with. So he learned something different Saturday night. But Floyd Mayweather never disabused himself of the understanding that he was a more of a backup counterpuncher than a go-forward counterpuncher, regardless of what he did to Diego Corrales. And that's a different kind of approach and effect than what Crawford achieved the other night. So that a Floyd Mayweather beatdown or one-sided win was much more of a paint job. than what Crawford put together.
Tim Bradley said he would favor Crawford over Mayweather in a fight because of Crawford's greater versatility and because Floyd has historically struggled against southpaw fighters.
Mayweather's a GOAT. Oh, absolutely. But Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter. Terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he gonna reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that back hand. The way he...
However, Crawford said that Mayweather was the greatest fighter of his era, while he considers himself the greatest fighter of his own time.
In comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather, how do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
Furthermore, Crawford praised Floyd for beating everyone in his era, including Manny Pacquiao, and expressed his admiration for Floyd's incredible dedication to the sport.
In a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me?
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd? You know, that's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, no.
After suffering a devastating loss to Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez said Crawford is way better than Mayweather after losing to him in dominant fashion.
Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
What makes it, I mean, what, because, and I told people to say, look at Floyd. I said, Floyd, it's not that he trains, I mean, it's his life. And from the very beginning, he's like...
Shane Mosley said that Crawford's larger size, better reach, and dominance across multiple weight classes make him a much tougher matchup for opponents than Floyd ever was.
Compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Showbiz The Adult stated that Mayweather is clearly greater when looking at his full resume, but added that Crawford has now proven he is the better fighter overall.
Those two, Crawford or Mayweather.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually, he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can't knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford...
Breadman Edwards said that fans should stop comparing fighters from different eras and simply let Crawford enjoy and celebrate his own greatness as a fighter in his time.
Greater than Floyd Mayweather, or better than Floyd Mayweather. Greater is a little bit different. Greater is impact, resume, all that shit, but better. Terence Bud Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. See, that's the insane Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler after being gone for 5 years type shit. Never being at middleweight, first fight at middleweight, being against Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Terence Bud Crawford never been on middleweight shit. The most he's been is super welterweight, and he was only there once. And he's fighting at 168 against one of the greatest super middleweights of all time, one of the greatest middleweights of all time, pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of all time, reigning undisputed champion at super middleweight. That is unheard of, and that's something that Floyd Mayweather...
All right, everyone. Stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.